Okay, so I don't know if you heard about this, although it's very reminiscent of another topic story we talked about, where apparently old people rank themselves out in Japan. Japan just has one of those places, just one of the places where you find the most intriguing stories, and it makes you question if they're ahead of the curve or are we behind or what's going on. So, this headline, this post came past my timeline. In Japan, there was a man who makes 80K a year by renting himself out as a friend to lonely people. And while I suppose there's no reason to disbelieve this, I think when we see a page called "What the F Facts" posted on Twitter, I'm not gonna be super inclined to just believe it. So I actually did a little digging, and yeah, go over to that BBC post. This indeed does have some validity. So salute to BBC.com. There's a whole 8 minute video. We won't necessarily watch all of it, but we'll watch a bit of it. So yeah, this article kind of reads or a little insight on it. A Japanese man who gets paid to do nothing. The brother's name is Soji Maro Morimoto provides a very unusual rental service to his clients in Tokyo, hiring himself out in order to quite literally do nothing. He has fashioned a career out of renting himself out to clients who simply don't want to be alone. Soji doesn't engage in conversation or do anything other than just be there at whatever event or activity he has to attend or has been hired to attend, and yet he is in high demand, scheduling 1 to 3 sessions a day. We often feel pressure in society to always be doing something productive or useful in order to feel valued, which is an attitude Shoji hopes to challenge by showing that even doing nothing and simply just being there for people can have its own value. I think it's probably just what the video goes on to say, but we'll play a little video just so you guys, further your belief of this interesting career path.
What with the sound?
Do you want do you want me to lower the sound or raise it?
No, it's something weird like that. I think there's voiceover, but we can't really, or I can't really hear it.
You can hear
Oh,
the guy talking.
Oh, I guess it's just me though. It's fine. I see the subtitles.
Soji Morimoto provides a very unusual rental service to his clients in Tokyo, hiring himself out in order to, quite literally, do nothing.
Look at that masks.
こういうのってのは手前から食べるんですかね。手ずに回るんですかね。そうするとなんか
その依頼者の方が自分から喋らない限りは聞くことはないです。
自分から知りたいとかって思ったりもしない。
いや、全然知りたくないです。
Pretty good indication of what kind of guy we're working with. So yeah, this is real. This is a real deal. This is a gentleman who, like the articles and like that post said, he literally just rents himself out to make people feel less lonely, and when they're out or when they're doing it at activities or events, he's not there to like talk or be engaging. He's not there to be a performer. He's not there to give advice. I guess he was opposite of what we do here. He's just there to again just be a buddy on the wall.
so for a quick point of clarification, because I'm kind of confused here. I thought it framed it like he's renting himself out as a friend, but then he in the video it's framing like he's there just as a presence to essentially do nothing, not really as a friend. So I just as like literally
He's occupying the space of a friend.
without
Yeah, I
doing
think that
anything
Twitter post
actively
is
as
a
friend.
I don't want to say salacious. It
But
kind of
I'm
adds a bit more
about
to it, But yeah,
Yeah.
at a baseline, he's there to just make sure the person is not by themselves.
Yeah.
But he's not providing.
I think it's different. The
He's
way
a
that
plus
they
one.
frame it, but okay.
He's not necessarily like the services that we talked about before, where he's like an older person, like literally giving advice and cooking and cleaning for you. He's just there to like
Right.
literally, like to occupy the space. If the person does want to talk, he'll engage to a certain degree, but that's not the service he's providing. This really makes this really actually interesting to me. You know what? You know what? The first thing that jumps out to me, obviously no offenses, brother, and obviously he wouldn't care, but he's not like a chat or anything. He's really just relatively like probably below average looking guy. It's kind of crazy.
Damn, we out here just giving.
I know. I say that to say like it's so interesting this model that he's developed or fell into, because like I don't even know how this would have began. It might go into it during this video, so definitely.
Oh, I get what you're saying, and I rating aside, you're saying like if it was an attractive person, there could be some more of an impetus to use the service. Some people
Exactly.
want to be
Casually
around
roasting,
attractive
bro.
people.
Like I think on the opposite end, if it was
They think he's like a 10 out of 10. Y'all just saying
No, that's possible. I'm not
like
saying that. I'm just saying I understand Quest's point.
like on the opposite end, if it was like a service where like women were renting themselves out to just occupy space with a guy, like you'd probably see more attractive women fulfill that service. But again,
I got you.
just pointing it out. Maybe I'm tweaking. Anyway, we could probably watch more if you really needed to, but I think we kind of get the point, and we kind of get the absurdity of the situation, because you see people out here struggling to make $1, and granted, what else? But this guy's like making a living off of it, literally just being around. So I mean, what do y'all think of this? I guess it's like not. You can leave it there. I guess it's not necessarily surprising since we did see that previous article or that previous story about old people renting themselves out in Japan, and it seemed like it's kind of I don't want to say it's part of the culture, but it's more inclined to be a thing. What do y'all think about this? Do you think this is really a viable solution, quote unquote, lower people should take on or could take on? And just for the sake, I know I don't know if this is a morality thing or if this is just you're not your cup of tea thing, but could y'all not imagine yourselves in this line of business? We'll start off with you, Ace. What do you think of all this?
I mean, it's kind of weird to me, obviously. Like why people would do this, especially if he's not actually acting as like a friend in the way you would expect, but he's just a body filling the space of a friend, like Wes said.
You never was going on like a side quest and you just want somebody to be there?
No. I mean, not somebody like him. Like, I would want somebody to be engaging. Like, if it's somebody that's just there, like, and he's on his phone too, it's like, what's the point?
You know what I wonder? Yeah, I wonder if you have to pay for his food and stuff, and like if you're on going like a train, you have to pay for his ticket. That kind of be something.
What I'm thinking is maybe some of the impetus is that, like, I think we only saw women that have hired him, at least in the video and from the pictures. Maybe it's like a safety thing where they want they just don't want to be alone. But outside of that, like it would seem very weird to me just to hire this guy in particular with what he's offering versus not offering.
You know what's interesting?
Exactly.
It's not offering you anything.
Yeah, literally nothing. You know what's interesting? And sorry, I keep bringing up that previous story, but in contrast, where we saw like younger people and people that are busy, like rent out to old people, I probably wager like more older folks would make use of this guy. Like, I don't think any 20-something-year-old person is gonna want to hang out with another 20-year-old person that's, or I don't know how old he is, but another quote unquote young person that's not doing anything. I don't know.
But what would the older people? I mean, to help them out with stuff like.
Just listen, if you're old and maybe you're a widow or whatever the case may be, sometimes you just want somebody around.
I guess that's possible. Um, but yeah, and like I I, I could see in some universe myself doing something like this, but I
Okay,
would
okay.
I would be engaging though. Like I don't think I would approach it in the same way. Like the benefit would come from at least trying to be engaged, or if not um always being engaging, at least like verifying with the client, which what level of engagement are you looking for? Like maybe that's just a thing that could enter in on like an app or something.
Like those Uber
Hmm.
drivers have different
Do
packages
they
if
do
you want
that?
them to talk or not. No, some people you see online, like they'll say, "Oh, do you want me to be talkative? Do you want me to be
Oh,
this?"
okay, okay. I didn't
So
know
the
that. But yeah,
options.
that's what I mean though. Yeah, that's
Dang,
what I
I wonder if
mean.
this brother got different packages. Do you want the engaging package or do you just want the basic standard? I'm just there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Wes? What do you think of this practice? Do you think this is some scam stuff, or do you think this makes sense in some cases? And it's kind of a soft question, but again, could you see yourself in this line of business?
I think this is hilarious. I think this is very Japanese and very artistic in a way. I feel like it could make for a very good story.
Yeah, it
Um,
seems very anime to me. Like you said,
yeah, it seems
Japanese.
like a story, and it's hilarious that he specifically wants to do nothing, not engage. Like that's just it's so good. Like,
That's very
I'd watch it.
true.
but and I don't think like I don't think I have like an ethical objection if people want to pay for somebody to be there and they know what they're getting and he's just there to be there and it's very interesting but I think the side of it that is also interesting is the fact that he does seem still to be disinterested. Because I feel like at a certain point, some people might be interesting. Like if people tell you something and you start to get into a
Yeah,
conversation, you have interest, you have something to talk about. Like I can't imagine that it would always be where no, I only talk if they talk to me and that's it. And it's not a big deal. I don't want to know.
yeah. What do you care what they
That's
say? No.
wild. Exactly. Like that's crazy. Like, and that tells me something about him that I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. That's the part of it that's kind of weird. Um, and then would I do it? I don't think I could. Ah, I don't say. I think yeah. Like I think like he said, I would be interested in engaging in on some level, like or maybe helping the person out, or like being more than just a body, but and I don't know, I don't know if I'd be that interested in doing it. It seems like even though he says it's nothing, it seems like kind of a lot to go wherever the person is going and always I don't know. It doesn't seem like my type of thing to sign up for. Although the fact that it's a job and it does bring a decent income could compensate. Yeah, I guess
Yes,
as jobs go, it wouldn't be the worst, but it wouldn't be immediately something that I want to do necessarily.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Actually, it's just such a like I don't know if contrast is the right word. It's just so interesting how like he's in the business of like being somebody's company, but in the same vein, he's like approaches it in the most like I don't really plan to be engaging or have any desire to be engaging way. It's like you would think those things um like wouldn't work well with one another, but
Yeah. Although,
the thing said you can get up to 3 sessions a day, which that's quite a bit of human interaction to hang out with 3 different people. Imagine if we
yeah,
individually hung out in one day in like in pairs or whatever the case would be, however that math would work out.
that actually is a compelling reason to actually do it. Is to meet more people and to even if it's just a light, like to kind of get a better sense of how people are, like in a randomized way. That could be very interesting for
But it
life in
sounds
general.
like he literally doesn't care about people though. Like
But yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he still
That's what I was
hears and
basically
he
trying to
still
say. He
can
doesn't seem like he
observe
cares
like
about people, but he's in the business of people.
right. No, but I'm saying for me, I think even just the side of observing and even hearing if you're only going to converse when you're spoken to, I think it could give you an insight into people that is useful good to understand people better. Like,
Can I ask why that even matters? Like, without, if you're not like I don't want to be weird about it, but if you're if you're not like someone that makes a living off of actually understanding people in a productive way, or you're not like a serial killer that's trying to know more about human behavior so you can take advantage of it more, like why do we care about understanding people more? Like, what's the point?
Gosh, here we go again.
hold on.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even like the direction. I don't even like the direction of that question, to be honest. I don't even. Y'all might have ruined y'all free time.
How was it crazy? How was it crazy?
Hold on.
I am not crazy, bro. I'm not crazy.
I might give you you got literally maybe a 30-second response time.
Ghost. You consume art?
Yes.
What does that art generally contain? Characters, humans, people.
It kind of, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so you first of all, those artists need to understand people, and second of all, you're interested in these stories of people. No.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want. I mean, do I need to develop it more, or?
Well, there's a difference though. I'm interested in following those people. Yes, I am interested in other people's lives. Sure, 100%. Interested in y'all's lives. Interested in my family's lives. Yes. But I just don't understand. There's a difference between interest and needing to understand humans on a more deep level, in like humanity in general, like how humanity or how people work. Why? That's what I'm asking. How is that a crazy question to ask?
All right.
No.
Why do we
the moral of the story is one day we'll explain it, but it won't be off of this topic. I'm sorry.
I'll just say in one short sentence, it's all the same. That's all I'm gonna say, and we can move on.
But I do want to hear your opinion on this specific story, Ghost. What do you make of this, and would you do it?
All right. Well, yeah, we'll move on the other topic. I still don't think I'm bugging at all. Also, I want to say, I could 100% this being like a romance anime concept where someone hires themselves out, and then they find someone that they're interested in. Yeah. But anyways, as far as conceptually,
the crazy part, there is kind of low key a thing. It's called renting a girlfriend. It sounds.
Oh my god! Don't put that in this thing.
It's a bit itchy and weird. So I've never consumed it myself, but it's called rent a girlfriend.
Yeah, no, that's different. It's way different. I don't know. I really don't understand why people would be interested in the service, but I think that's just like a cultural thing. Like, it might be just a Japanese thing. And
I'll be honest, I can see an app in it. If we were a lot greedier, we would be starting an app right now that works in the States and in Europe. Rent a buddy for a day. I'm telling you.
But no, that's different. No, like that's the whole thing. If it was like literally renting a friend, it would make sense to me. But the fact that we're renting, or these people are renting it with the sole express purpose of this person not being a friend, just being a presence, that's what's bizarre. I think that's a lot different than renting just a friend in general.
Well, if you scale up your interaction, like if you're the person who rented his services and you decide to talk a lot, he will talk back.
I mean, sure, but then at that point, it becomes like literally just a friendship rental service. I think what I don't understand is why people are renting out this dude specifically because he does not interact. That's what I don't understand.
I don't know if it's actually.
Yeah, I don't know if
that's actually the case.
All right, so maybe
I don't know if that's the case, that they specifically want somebody that's just going to do 100% zero. And also, but in the same vein, I can understand if some people just want somebody else to be with them when they go to eat.
That might be. That's true. There might be some people that just want.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I don't understand it myself, but fine. As far as
some people don't go to eat alone. Some people don't go to movies alone.
Oh, that's a great point. I don't go to movies. I don't go anywhere alone. I don't go to movies alone.
People will act like they'll die if they go to movies by themselves. Maybe this is for them. Okay. As far as
used to die. If I want to go see a theatrical release, although I have y'all, so.
Oh yeah, that's you. I forgot. That's
So
literally
imagine like a person like me who I'm not gonna do things alone, but y'all don't exist. I don't have any homeboys. I guess I would maybe
Yeah,
would help
I
out
guess.
people.
Yeah, I
I don't
guess
know.
you would be the client.
Would you
Tell
not just try to get homeboys? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
some
Actually,
people would like art.
I don't like to, I don't we're not I'm not here to talk about myself too much, but to be honest, I don't like the term struggle, but I really like was dissuaded or like I had little incentive or motivation to like seek new companions or like associates in college because I had like Wes like I
yeah.
so I want
Yes, I mean, mine is
I
kind of
guess if
same.
he didn't I'm trying to think in a world if y'all don't exist, am I compelled? I think the answer is yes because I do value like brothership, so I guess I would
Yeah.
actually. Sorry, that was just random. What were you saying, Ghost? You would do this or whatever?
As far as if I would do it myself as a job, I won't. I would not. Not that I think there's anything wrong with someone doing it
I
as their
I
quote
kind of
unquote
suspected
profession,
that.
but I'd just be way too bored. Like I'm
It's good
going
money
to
though.
express. Say it again.
It's good money though.
You have to be interested in your work to be able to do it.
Well, I guess technically you don't have to be fully interested, but I'm just thinking when I say bored, I don't just mean like I'm bored, like how I'm bored with like a 8 hour office day or something. I mean like you're booking multiple gigs a day and with the sole express purpose of not interacting with someone, just being there as a presence, going to do whatever they want to do, even if I'm bored with it myself and I have no say in like if I can leave or whatever. That's what maybe bored isn't the right term, but I would just that would be very unappealing to me. Like just logistically, it's not consistent. It's not something that I can really control. It's like it's almost random besides the fact that I know what I'm going to be doing. It's random where I'm going to be going, who I'm going to be interacting with. And yeah, like what if this person wants to go to like some like go walk around the mall, like which I fucking hate to do.
You're
Then
getting paid.
I'm gonna be I get it. I get it.
Also,
And
don't you just appreciate like we live relatively busy lives and relatively hectic sometimes. Wouldn't you appreciate like just a day where like you have like zero expectations but you still get paid for it?
but that's the thing. There you say there's zero expectations. It's not true. I'm expected to go with this person, be a presence, even if I don't have to do much, go do whatever they want. To me, that's different than saying there's zero expectations. I just that really does not appeal to me. And I guess again, you can say you're getting paid, it's a job, but there's a difference in my mind versus like a steady job. You go in, you know what you're going to be doing on a daily basis consistently, even if you don't love it, versus this. I think there's a distinction in my mind. That's why I would not want to do it.
You know
Fair
what?
enough.
I might try to do this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god.
No, because I was thinking, like, I've told you guys, I like to go to weddings, and it
Hmm.
doesn't really matter if I
Be
know the people
somebody's
or not.
plus one.
Bro,
I mean,
that sounds
yeah,
like the
plus
worst
Please.
thing
one, or
ever. That's the worst.
yeah. Even if I
That's
don't know the
so
people, I like seeing people happy or
I
whatever.
literally
Like
don't
going to
understand
events.
how
I'll
y'all's
be
minds
honest.
works. I don't get
You know where
it.
my mind's
It's
going.
so
We
crazy.
do that. We hook it with some of those medic glasses and maybe a medic Ace's side quest. That's a new show. I'll be down.
But
I'll watch it.
even then, just want to note that you be doing this with like not like this dude. You'd be like actually actively trying to make friends and be friendly. But
Yeah.
Nah,
yes,
you could actually try to make
Not if you
lifelong friends.
not if you
Yeah,
market
I'm
it
not saying no. I'm not saying
not
that.
if you
more
market
so
it
like
as
Acquaintances.
Oh, you mean
or
talk?
I'm not talking unless you talk. I'm not here to like I'm not here to win anybody over. I'm just here to literally be on your shoulder, dance, and eat some wedding food.
no, I wouldn't do it like that per se. Like
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
I would like it would be a natural thing. Like I wouldn't necessarily push for like a friendship or anything like that, but at the same time, I would certainly try to be engaging and just see, let things develop naturally. With not just the person um that I'm plus oneing or whatever, but just with the whole, all the people at the event in general. like just try to be an actual human.
That's also hilarious because like if people ask like why you're there or who you're with, you just say, yeah, I'm with them, and then they say, yeah, yeah, I'm with him. It's like no explanation. Like,
Yeah,
What's his name, by the way? Oh,
I mean that's
So definitely no.
really if you
Part of the contract.
you can pretty much already do that with like most weddings where
true.
people don't know, like most people don't know everybody at
True,
the
true,
wedding.
true.
You just be like, yeah, I'm
Unfortunately,
blah blah.
I'm gonna try to
What's
break
the clip of
cycle.
that dude who went to the cookout and was
Break that
complaining
cycle.
about the food, and then someone asked like,
Oh
"Hey, who you
yes. Yeah. No cheese. that was hilarious.
But yeah, the moral of the story is I don't know if there's a moral of the story. You know what's one moral? I think we often forget that loneliness makes people do incredibly out of the norm things. So that's why I'm not too blown away by this. Also, there is a career path for everybody. I don't necessarily like invoking that because that is kind of just wishy-washy. But you can do anything. And yeah, I don't know if there's too much else to glean from this, but salute to this brother out here making a hustle out of damn near nothing. Yeah, if there's nothing else, we can move on to the next.